What do all great podcasts have?
The topic.
Yes, but no. Chemistry.
So we're gonna mix some chemicals.
No, like like all the good podcasts is like it's people who can bounce off of each other. I was dead as very motivated to go to the gym. Like I was dead as motivated to do
We should go then.
I don't want to wear a mask though.
Need to work on my left arm. I mean, we don't have to do heavy shit. I just want to work out.
I mean,
The only thing that makes me breathe heavy is fucking cardio.
cardio. I know cardio for me, but like after a couple like a 30 minutes doing weights, I started feeling.
I mean, 30 minutes a day or 30 minutes every other day is better than nothing at all.
The thing is, I do want. It's like I'm more interested in the weights than anything because I don't know. It feels weird because if I'm working out like something else, I'm not really motivated because it's like it's something like it just happens. But with weights, it's different because it's like you're pushing yourself. Like I was reading an article talking about like the philosophy of weightlifting is that you could go your whole life without like weightlifting and your body will conform to that if you eat. It was basically it was study was like if two people, one person without lifts but eats like everything healthy and like works out in a sense, they'll be like toned, right? But the one who weight lifts is more dominant and more like animal like in a sense. Where like they're pushing their body to themselves to create like their body is changing physically to conform to what they have to deal with in life.
Yeah.
Because like a regular person is never gonna have to lift like 200 pounds or like deadlift that, right?
Yeah.
But if you keep on doing it, your body's gonna conform to it and start gaining muscle so that it can actually lift that weight.
Yeah.
I feel like that's I want to do that. I want to cuz I like cause I don't know why, but everyone cuz of my height and then like how I'm built, everyone's like, "Can you lift this? Can you lift that?" And I'm like, "I lift it, right?" But that's just me. I get tired. Like it just did. My body isn't used to carrying this weight, so like I don't do it that often where my body starts to do it itself.
Yeah, bro. Today or yesterday too, I was putting drywall. Was carrying the fucking the drill, and that shit me cansa. Like I'm just like in the air, just drilling. And me cansa, way.
But like if
Because I'm not used to doing that shit, and my cardio is bad.
But like if you continue doing that, your body will like adapt
Yeah,
itself.
which is why my dad's able to do that shit. Like drywall after drywall sheet after drywall sheet, you can keep going. While I'm just there getting tired after putting up the first sheet.
But like that's what I'm really interested in, like anything health related. Because I don't. Yeah, it's better for my life or whatever. But if I'm not really invested to it, I'm not really gonna try. I'm really invested into like how, like why our body changes like that. That's what really gets me like motivated because I could like then like if it my body does change, I am the physical evidence of like survival of the fittest. Like my body is conforming to adaptability so that I can grow as a
Yeah,
person.
like adapting, but just like getting abs and shit like that. It's all apparently I don't know. I don't know if I believe this, but it's scientific. It's science or human anatomy. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah. That abs are already in or on your stomach. Once you lose the fat, they show. That's why everybody's abs are different. Some people might get a crazy like 10 pack. Some people might only get like a fucking 8 pack or a 6 pack. Some people might not even like show up like perfect shit, even though they're like 0% fat, which is not possible. But yeah, it's already there, so you just gotta lose the weight and have them show.
Honestly, I believe that because like as kids, I was chubby as a kid or whatever. It was not a big deal. But like the fact that when I saw my cousins without shirts, they already had like abs, and I was confused. I was like, what the fuck? How? But I think that is true. Like it's all adaptability. Your body's adapting to everything.
Yeah.
Because my mom like today she was like she wants me to lose weight. I get it. But like the main way I would want to do it is like trying to like put on muscle so my body can change. But she was like, no, like so she was talking about more of like what I can eat. And I told her like I've understood my body enough from like wrestling that I know how to lose weight in terms of eating. Like I was telling my dad was getting mad at me because I was saying I have to eat less, and he's like, "What the fuck is that? You eating less, you're gonna starve yourself." And I'm like, and I tried to explain to him. I was like, see, my body and your body are completely different. Since you like work in a lumberyard, your body has conformed to the idea of having a lot of calories to burn because you have shit to carry.
Yeah.
For me as a student, like I have to eat, not only eat less in a sense. I have to intake less calories than usual.
Yeah, that's true because you're not doing physical work.
Because I'm not doing anything. It was different when I was in high school because we had to walk a lot. You could argue differently, but the majority of my day was sitting down. So the majority of like my caloric intake has to be lower than what I was eating.
Yeah, there's a study on how much you passively burn. It's different from every person, but every person passively burns calories throughout the day. But the more work you do, the more calories you burn, the more food you have to eat.
And like
you have to find what's the balance on that and try to eat a little bit below, not extremely below, just a little bit below of how much you lose every day, and then slowly throughout a couple of years you'll start noticing changes.
because like it was the same thing with like wrestling. Because like when we started wrestling, our appetites changed. For me, I was craving more stuff because I was, in a sense, burning more calories than I usually do. So like my body wasn't conforming to that. But the thing is, when that happens, like you have to adjust. Like, you have to make sure that you don't actually over intake calories. Because if you do, then your body it'll take longer to readjust.
Yeah, that's true, but you can't also just straight up fast. Because if you fast, your body will go into hibernation and try to save everything you have in your body to basically survive. It's a survival instinct that your body has. So if you decide to fast, like, oh, I'm not going to eat anything, you're doing yourself more harm because your body is going to start, like, storing every single bit of fat you have, and you won't be able to lose it because it's storing it so you can survive. So
exactly. Like the bodies are adapting to their situation. And it's weird because like another thing I was reading about chess players, they don't fucking move for anything. But whenever they go to a tournament, like that day, they burn an extra like at least 2,000 to 3,000 calories a day in a tournament.
A chess player.
A chess player, like a professional chess player.
The fuck how?
Because their brains. Because like once you become like a grandmaster or one of those, or like up higher there,
Yeah.
you're thinking a lot. Even if you're not thinking, you're thinking, and thinking does burn calories. Like an example, like in Death Note, like the anime, L eats a lot of sugar because he found that him eating a lot of sugar can like be able to help him like adapt with his calorie intake because he had to take a lot because he's thinking a lot, and that shit actually burns calories. It's weird.
Damn, so what you're saying is we gotta think more.
It's not that we think more. It's that we're using more of our brain.
You gotta find a way to use 100% of your brain where you can control time.
But
did you see that one movie?
oh, was it with Morgan Freeman when he was like, What if we use?
Yeah,
Yeah, I saw it.
I didn't see it, but I saw the trailers and I always wanted to see it.
I didn't. Yeah, like I saw clips, but
Yeah.
if we didn't use 100% of our brain, I believe we use 90. I don't think we use
No,
100%.
no. Study shows you use only like less than 10%.
See,
That's why they made that whole movie, because there's, or at least not now, there's no way of actually being able to use your brain to its fullest potential. You're only able to use a couple percent of your brain. So they made that whole movie based off of what if you could use way more percent of your brain. Like, would it be possible to stop time? Obviously not. But
oh, it was an exaggeration.
it's crazy. Yeah, it was crazy to think about that, because humans only use a couple percent of their fucking brain. So what happens if you use more?
Oh shit! Then I remember. I think I read something else similar to that, where it's like dolphins use more percentage of the brain than we do in a sense.
Dolphins.
I think I read something like that. I'm not sure because this was like a long ass time ago.
Yeah.
But what I was more like with that brain shit, it's like that's why like professional athletes have like right now are like advanced as fuck. They're like they are like above any human. For the sole reason is that their bodies are constantly being like monitored, so they can legit know the exact calorie intake they have to take for your body not to start hibernating or to start gaining weight.
Yeah.
But then as well, they know exactly how much stress they have to do on themselves as they like work out to like gain the best abilities.
That's crazy.
In a sense, it's like you're not fat. I mean, you're fat because you're poor.
True.
Because if you had the money, you could legit go to like I forgot what the doctors are called, but like a nutritionist.
Yeah, and find out exactly what you have to do.
Find out what exactly your body needs and doesn't need.
Yeah,
You can experiment a lot,
that's what most people do.
yeah, but it takes a couple years to find out, a couple months if you're actually trying.
Yeah, I got 2.5 years, dude. I know this is probably not achievable, but I want to try to get lean before 21, just to experiment to see how it would look like. Because after 21, my beer belly gonna start growing up. Yeah.
No, I've had that thought too, because every time I fucking think about anything related to college, I think about how movies or just in real life people actually physically change in college. Yeah, like, it's like a second puberty in a sense. And for like in high school, you like go to puberty, whatever, but like in college, it's like the second awakening in a sense.
Yeah. Now people's voices get even deeper as they grow older.
Yeah.
Like, I saw a video of this guy doing a test on his voice from a young age to like an adult, and his voice changed around like the normal time you hit puberty, but then after, when he was like 30, his voice was even deeper.
I'm not gonna even lie. I even noticed changes 4 years ago as a freshman,
Yeah.
or even as a sophomore.
Did you say you did or didn't?
I like looking now.
Yeah.
I see there's a difference of my voice when I was a sophomore or a freshman. Because as a freshman I was 15 and a sophomore I was 16. So I could, if I look back in a video from like a memory, I can hear the difference between my voices.
Yeah, that's true.
But it could be a factor of other things. Because I remember reading about this in fucking philosophy or psychology in high school, where stress can induce voice change.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's like and it's like they were even talking about how like women are able to pick that up faster than men, and because scientifically it's like it's weird, because scientifically it's like women are more able to pick up social cues than men, because it's like they're more comforting in a sense, like like that stereotypical shit is somewhat true. That,
Yeah.
but at the same time isn't. But
Oh, oh, shit. That shit's gonna hurt, bro. I stuck one side fully.
oh fucking god.
The one on my nose ain't gonna hurt, but the other one's gonna hurt like a bitch. This one right here almost ripped my mustache off.
Wait, so has
So you said you ain't doing shit tomorrow?
yeah, I'm not doing anything today. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I meant today.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything.
That's
Only plans, technically, is to get my prints out so I can put them in frames and wrap them. Well, that's about it.
yeah.
I think also,
I'll
I think also I must paint a sign for my mom.
be a sign.
She wants me to paint a sign so I could be like de los tamales.
Oh shit,
Yeah.
that's kind of dope.
And I've been putting it off because I was like, because I was saying like, I am school, I can't, like, I gotta focus. But now that I'm free, she's like, oh, you gotta do it now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get bored during the day now. I don't have nothing to do.
You get a job, bro. That's the only way I'm actually able to do shit. I either sleep really late and don't go to work, so by the time I wake up, I just eat and then go back to bed, and in like an hour it's time to sleep again. But when I actually make it to work, well, I have something to do the whole day. Once I make it back, I'm tired as shit, so we just knock out.
True.
Once you get a job, ask Paco if they're hiring at Taco Bell.
I don't want a job.
Why not? Free money, bro. Even if you just work weekends.
I don't know. I just don't like jobs.
How you gonna make money then?
Hopefully photography.
Yeah, but that's not guaranteed.
Everything in life isn't guaranteed. Store at 10:30. I have nothing against jobs because, like, I remember I had an internship,
Yeah, that's true.
and it was like what you said. It was just basically weekends, and like, I enjoyed it because it wasn't like physically demanding of me being up.
Yeah.
Like if by chance, like if I get a job, when I graduate and I get a job, I probably want a job during the day because I don't want to be up at night.
Yeah. I like the idea of night shifts though, because I'm a person that can't really like sleep. Like I want to try shit like melatonin and stuff because it's really hard for me to sleep no matter what I do. I like try for hours and it doesn't work, so I just get up and go on YouTube and stay up
That's
until my body decides to knock out. So I feel like night shifts would be good for me, but that's just personal.
See, I've been having the same problem the week before, like the finals. Like I wasn't sleeping. It was funny on my stories, like I haven't slept, whatever, my body's been calm, but it was fucking horrible staying up. Like everything I did, I couldn't go to sleep. I was thinking about, I was like, should I try to think about like taking melatonin or like something to sleep? But the more I kept on thinking about it, it's like I don't want my body to be craving that or like wanting to depend on it.
Yeah, that's true. I want to get back into like my own shit so my body knows when to go to sleep, but that's tough for me.
Because your body can like your body. The peak of like high school, my body was able to sleep when it needed to sleep and wake up before my alarm clocks. My internal clock would be actually working. I don't right now.
Yeah, like when we went to fucking JCLC, like I woke up. I set my alarm because I was like, hey, what if I don't wake up at like 5:30? I woke up. don't matter if I slept at 1 a.m. because I was talking to my girl on the phone. I woke up at 5:30. 4 hours of sleep, I still woke up. Now I go to sleep at fucking 3, having 5 hours to wake up, still sleep until 3 p.m. It's fucking crazy.
Exactly. Like when I went to GCSE again, I had to wake up earlier because like some bullshit. Like you have to be better than everyone else. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. But I woke up at 4:30. I was at 4:30 up and I was doing shit.
Yeah.
And it didn't matter because I was like, I would call my mom around like 11 or 10, and then they go sleep until like 1. But it's like it's also has to it deals with the environment you're in. Because in that environment, you have to be up, you have to do this, or else. Like there is a consequence if you don't wake up.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing when I felt in Japan. I could sleep whenever the fuck I wanted, but I would always wake up around 4 a.m. for no reason. 4 and 5 p.m. 5 a.m. Like I think it was like more 6. I think it was more 6 or 5:30 a.m. But the thing was, I was awake at that time, and it was weird because I just felt weird because like the second I wake up, I was like, yo, the homies are getting out of school or something like that. So then I would look at my phone and I would just see everyone leaving school or been now or whatever, and it's weird.
Yeah.
Cause I would wake up, it'll be like 4 p.m. for you guys. And I'm like, that's weird.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But at the same time, we were younger, so it didn't really affect us. Now our bodies are taking tolls of this,
Yeah.
and I don't get it. Like I said, when I was a freshman and sophomore, I could do all nighters, no fucking problem. Remember wasn't it our like a sophomore year? You stayed over and like I stood up the whole night playing video games, and I went to school normal.
Wasn't Carl there and I fell asleep with Carl?
It was a different night, but I remember on the you came the day before the first day of school, and we woke up to school together.
Oh yeah.
But I couldn't go to bed because you slept diagonally, so I just stayed up and played video games all night.
You're playing that one Money Heist game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was able to play it and then go to school refreshed out of my mind. I was like, that doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, bro, when school was around, I would be able to stay up day after day after day. Like, I would be, like, 3 days, 4 days without sleep. And now if I get 1 day without sleep or even try to stay up without, like, talking to you or anything, I knock the fuck out.
And it's a problem, though, because, like, if I sleep, I wake up in the afternoon, and as annoying as I know my mom is carrying, it's very fucking annoying her telling me that I need to wake up at 1 p.m.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to be asleep at 1 p.m. I don't want to be asleep at 3 p.m. But my body just crashed, and I can't fight it.
Yeah.
Even now, being dependent on these energy drinks, it is bad.
Yeah, that's true.
As much as
a big ass one.
As much as I'm like, as much as it helps. It's getting not addicting. It's not addicting. Our bodies are being more. Our bodies are depending on it more.
I mean, not mine. I don't drink it that often to stay up. Normally, I just stay up because we're like playing. I could make it through because I have something distracting me. But today I was tired. And I decided, hey, fuck it, let's stay up. So I opened the big one. I drink it.
I mean, I think it's more mean then, because I would drink this and stay up.
I have energy drinks in my fridge that stay there for a long time. I only drink them with a meal because I'm feeling something sweet, but I don't have anything else that's sweet, so I just drink one with a meal. I don't usually do it for like staying up or for like what it's used for energy.
I think I have because I've seen the danger of it in a sense. Remember when I told you how I got motivated to write a movie or a short film? That was a byproduct of nicotine and energy drinks.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Like I couldn't focus on anything else but writing that short film.
That's true.
I spent 2 hours writing it, storyboarding it, music design. I didn't stop until like 8 a.m. when I finished. I was like, I finished it.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about it, I was like, that's scary. That I couldn't do anything else but that one task.
Yeah.
Even when I was like writing it, if I did something else, it was because it was connected to the film. Like I then made coffee, but then in making coffee, I was writing down like the sequence of why I was the sequence of making coffee that incorporated the beginning part of the film. It was fucking weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's fucking weird. The human mind and the human body is fucking weird.
Yeah. Not weird, interesting.
It is interesting. This thing.
You can't?
No, she wanted me because I could handle everything. Like it was weird. My mom is very like, you know how people like throw up once they see throw up,
Yeah.
or like faint when they see blood.
Yeah.
My mom's like that. Where like if there's throw up, she cannot even look at it.
No, I could look at it.
And it's like it was weird because then like somehow some way it just ended up me cleaning it up, always cleaning the throw up. And I was never disgusted by it. I was just like fuck, that's gross. But that's it. I was never like I would just clean it up. I'm like whatever.
I'll probably just gag on the smell, but I won't throw up when I see someone throw up.
Not even that. I wouldn't even gag. I would just die. I just gotta clean it up.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it, but like, it's just weird. I just never knew what I wanted to do growing up.
You said I want to be a photographer that takes nude pictures of people.
You said that.
I mean, you wouldn't be opposed.
No and yes.
Why would you be opposed?
If I feel like if I'm doing it for a legitimate reason, if it's something like I actually feel like I'm not gonna be like those fucking creepy Instagram like photographers like let me take pictures of you half naked and then fucking like just jerk off to that. That's fucking weird. But if there's like
No one said anything about jerking off. I just said some shit about fucking.
no, I was talking about how a lot of fucking photographers on Instagram are like that.
I guess I don't know about that.
I don't know because I've seen body collections of work of like where it's like nudity, and I never saw it as like nudity. I saw it as art because then I would understand why they did it.
True.
If there is a legitimate reason why they're doing it and what they're trying to express from it, I wouldn't be opposed to it. But if they were like, just take pictures of me naked, I'll be like, no. It doesn't feel right.
Damn, so you want to take pictures of me naked?
Oh, that's different. See, that's what we call in the business a moral predicament.
No,
And my sales are $1 million after taxes. We all getting GTRs, my guy.
I thought you would buy us GTRs, but yeah, that'd be cool if your book actually sold for $1 million. I'd be like, I know this dude, I've known him for a while.
What I'm thinking is, you gotta think. I'm thinking if I put out a book and it does well, that one book goes for one project, like a house. Another one, setting up future, and you gotta put out one. It's like, fuck it, whatever the fuck I want. And then if you take pictures of it, business right off. I swear to God, I fucking all watch this type of shit like a streamer's talking about Oh, let me order food right now and eat it on stream, so tax write off. Because you're creating content by eating, technically.
Yeah, that's true.
I was like, makes sense. And I was like, I could do the same.
Can you?
Theoretically, yes. I only say theoretically because I don't know how. I do not know how money works financially wise. But if I get a guy, he can do it.
That's true.
I don't know. The more I think about my book, I just think about fuck.
About fucking?
No, about fuck. I'm 19 with a book out. It's weird.
Yeah, but it's not your own book.
But I'm an author though.
I guess, but you're not.
I'm not the sole author,
Yeah,
but I am an author.
yeah, I guess.
And it's weird because I feel proud of myself. At the same time, I feel like I could have done more.
Yeah.
I could have been like, nah, let me write my own book. No,
Yeah.
because
One day.
one I think about it because I showed Paulino today. I showed him the book, and then I showed him what I did for my final project for college. It was basically a continuation of what we did summer. So what I'm thinking is like, I could actually probably make my own book by the end of sophomore year.
Yeah.
And have a good, like a book with substance of actual work, a progress of work. But thing is, who would buy it? No one. I mean, the only reason why the books went well is because they're like, it was a lot of people. It was connected to fresh funds, so a lot of people just bought it in support.
True. Can you get a sneak peek before you buy the book, or do you buy the book and then you get pictures, like random?
In what way?
Like the people that bought the book, do they know exactly what they were buying, or did they just buy a book and random photos?
On the website itself, there's like an example of what the page is, and the example is my pages.
Oh damn.
So like it showed my name, it showed like my first page, and I think it showed my second page too. So everyone got 3 pages.
I think Shinar became a whore because he has a car now. So
Didn't I tell you this?
Yeah, probably.
I think I was talking. I don't know. I was talking to someone how the moment you have a car, your chances of getting in a relationship is higher. I think it was you.
Yeah, it was me.
It makes sense, but like, I don't want to get in a relationship for what?
Yeah, for what?
It's like for what? They're not gonna like how I am, how I'm actually am. They'll be like, why don't you text me? Or you're like, like, why don't you text me? I was like, I fell asleep. Why don't you text me? I was playing Minecraft for 3 hours straight with my friends. Like, when are you gonna hang out with me? I don't know, when I'm free. It's like, I'm not saying I'm busy, but like, I don't obsess over my phone to the fact that I'm like, fuck, I gotta respond. It only when like it's something like, only it's like when we say like we're gonna hang out that day, that I'm checking my phone just in case.
Yeah.
And it's like, alright, whatever. If it's a normal day, I'll be on my phone, whatever. But the reason I found a quarantine was that I don't need my phone. If I want to watch videos, I'd rather watch it on my computer on a bigger screen with better resolution. Of like planning, but if I do get in a relationship, if they don't understand, like I'm not gonna be constantly looking over them or like constantly doing something. I'm very much an independent, dependent person. I like to be independent, but if I'm gonna do something, I'd rather do it with somebody else.
Oh damn.
Like go like when I text you guys like, hey, you want to go out? Like I gotta take pictures. Cause I'd rather go with somebody than just by myself.
Yeah.
But you know the vibe.
But you still need a car so you get around.
What am I gonna get, a fucking 350Z and only one person can get in?
Exactly. Get a fucking Element, bro.
But I want a 350.
Yeah. Later on in life. For now, get an Element.
Now I want to be like those TikTokers who are like 17 with their car already.
You're fucking 19.
Close enough.
2 years. You missed your market.
I missed my peak.
Yeah.
Like I said, bro, I was like 18 and 16-year-olds were getting their IDs. I was like, I mean, not IDs, their driver's license. I was like, the fuck?
Yep. Be like that.
I mean, like I said, I don't need a car. For what? Where? Where am I gonna go that I need a car?
Well, where were we gonna go where we needed a car and then it didn't want to go in first gear? I put that bitch all the way in, you know, Siki.
But like, you could always like. There's always an argument where you could have taken the bus there. I'm like, you're good. Or walk there.
Okay, that's starting that way.
Exactly.
If it's a place where the train cannot take you, so like a far place, then it's worth it to use the car because more buses, more waiting.
Yeah.
But if it's to places like downtown or farther places in the other opposite direction, train's always the best.
Cause like I don't need a car to go to your house. I don't need a car to go to Annie's house. I don't need a car to go to school. I don't need a car to go anywhere I particularly go often.
I guess.
And it's funny because like when I was an intern, they would joke around like how like they would give me a lot of shit like in a box, and me unfucking didn't give a fuck would put it in the CTA bus. I was like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I remember I carried home I think 10 frames in a cardboard box, and I was on the CTA. I was like, bucks. It would have been nice if you had a car. I just put that shit in the trunk and be like, bye. Doesn't really affect me.
I guess.
I don't know, but I like the feeling of being on a bus or a train. It just like the kids say, hit different.
Well, you know what hits different even more?
What?
Being behind the steering wheel and driving it. Unless you're in traffic.
I don't know. I've driven when I dropped you off and I drove home. I was like, from that stretch from your house to my house, I was like, why am I doing this? I wouldn't drive them by myself. I don't find that fun.
But if you want a 350 and it's a manual, it'll be fun.
Yep. Yeah, but no, but then it's different. Thinking about it, I understood why Christian always opted to drive me home. Because it's just better when someone else is in the car with you. either listen to music together or talk. Because driving around with you in the car, even though we were going nowhere, it was more fun than me just driving. Because me just driving, I was just like, because I had to drive from your house to my house in a circle, then park. I was like, there's like, I felt like this became a chore.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you can blast music or whatever, but then it still becomes a chore. Because you can't have, you think about it, if you're by yourself, you can't have the music too loud. Because if it's too loud, you don't pay attention.
Yeah.
And then it's like, it's a hazard. Like, I don't even enjoy driving when I'm with my parents. Like, whenever my dad would pick me up, he would always try to make me drive, and I was like, I was thankful that he let me drive because I was practicing. But it just felt boring to me just driving home. But it felt different when I was driving to school though, because I was like, I started the car, I waited, I drove, I had my music playing, I chose it. I was like, it was like by myself in a sense, but like I had a purpose though.
Yeah.
To drive successfully to school.
Yeah.
But if in a different world I got to drive to school by myself, like if I had a car and I was able to drive to school and back, I think I would like find someone to drive home because I wouldn't want to drive by myself home.
Were you ever even recording?
I was.
Oh damn. That's kind of weird.
You know what's even weirder? I wasn't recording. I was live streaming.